We brought a completely stock Subaru GC8 UK 2000 to build into a winning time attack car. However, the GC8 came with its faults. When we brought the car, it was in limp mode and it wouldn't boost. So after popping this baby in diagnostic mode, we realised it had a faulty knock sensor. So out with the old and in with the new, and the car came back to life.
That's what we want! That's what we want!
However, it was still a bit rough around the edges, so we needed to start replacing the old parts with uprated ones. So the hunt began, finding as many second-hand parts as we could to make this GC8 even better. I'm talking dump valves, exhaust, headers, suspension, lighter wheels. We then did some work on the drive ourselves, including fitting a new Wellbro uprated fuel pump, and the parts we couldn't quite do ourselves, we took to a Subaru specialist to get them fitted. However, when it got to the garage, more problems arose. It started leaking coolant, leaking fuel from the engine, and after all those parts were fixed,
that's smoke.
it started smoking from the rocker cover. I was thinking, come on, give me a break. But at this point, we completely ran out of budget.
We ran out of funds. Like, I don't have any funds left. I don't have any budget left for this car.
So we had no choice but to put the car on stands on our driveway and do the remainder of the work ourselves. And let me tell you, we completely winged everything. We started by replacing the rocker cover gaskets to stop the oil leak. And then Christmas came early. I got a VF30 turbo for my birthday from a JDM STI. So while the engine bay was partly stripped down, we thought, let's go big power and fit that turbo. However, as you know, bigger turbos mean bigger supporting mods. So we sourced a front mount intercooler and started tearing down the front end, which leads us to where we are today.
I'm a racing driver. Can you see the Nürburgring? Can you see the Nürburgring?
And I think of all the things, what you're doing in my head. I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my party's been the best, and I miss your ginger hair.
There's an induction kit that I got. Now the problem with the induction kit I got, let me just show you quickly. So I bought this induction kit. The problem is, when it came with it came with one of these, but that was for a 98. And that doesn't fit anywhere near the MAF sensor. So I've took this off, the old air box, and then I've tried to put it on the, I guess this little metal thing that some of this car which goes over there, and I guess, you know, slots in there. The problem is that the 98 fitment is totally different to the UK 2000 fitment. So those holes don't align up anywhere. Look, can you see? Those holes don't align up. They line up one, and I can probably get two aligned up, but then those are way off. And then if you can see in the centre, that's off as well. So what I need to do is I need to turn it to the right, make sure it's centre, can you see? And then make 4 new holes in this. I need to draw another stencil out, but I have to make sure that the existing holes there do not overlap into the MAF pipe, because if that's the case, it will let in air and give a false reading and probably turn the engine light on. So I need to be careful how I do this, but it's still achievable. It's still achievable. Houston, we have a problem. Right, so I didn't realise that the 98 air pipes are wider, which it would be because the wider diameter, hence why we've had to build the screws in the first place. So now I need to buy a sleeve. I'm fed up of buying rubber hoses. I've spent like nearly all my life savings on hose connections, but what I need is a 3.5 inch to 3 inch, which goes over that. And then over this as well. So 3.5 to 3 inch should do it, because look, we won't be turning the car on today. So I need to just make a quick Amazon order for one to come in the post. Then it should be good to go. Meanwhile, we need to get that intercooler secured to the cross member thing, front thing. So we'll try and do that now.
So as you can probably see, we have to secure this front mount intercooler. And to do this, we have to mount the intercooler to the front crash bar, which mounts to the chassis of the car. So the trick is to align or to drill 2 holes in line with the screw bolts, and also big enough for the screws to go through to bolt to the intercooler to make it secure. So that's what we're doing now.
I think it's time to stop now. I've done as much as I can do. My drills ran out, battery. I've drilled those 2 holes for the intercooler. I don't know if they line up or not, we'll soon see. If not, they'll be really big holes. I'm going to stop now. I made some good progress. I had to wait for other bits to go on. Maybe order some more drill bits, because I snapped all of them and put the drill on charge.
Hearts beat fast, colors and promise.
Greetings and salutations, and we're back again. So in the last video we were putting together, oh, what was that? In the last video we were putting together the induction kit on the car, and what we found out was that the sleeve which goes over the induction kit, the MAF pipe, was too small or too big. So what we needed is one of these. So we needed another sleeve, 3.5 to 3 inch, to go over the MAF pipe, to go onto the normal pipe to attach onto the induction kit, so we can at least try and start the car. That's come off the post. Yay! And it cost £12. Don't ask me how much I spent, please. But you know what? I don't care how much it spent, because even if this doesn't work, which I believe it should, even if it doesn't do what it says, as an achievement for doing this first job myself is more than rewarding for me. Like, not only that, but like for mental health as well. Just to come out, get away from inside, being inside at the desk all day, working all day. Just come out and try and make something. So many people that I've asked to try and help me with this car have all let me down. Like, and I've done it all by myself. Yeah, we're gonna put it all together and see what happens. Hopefully this fits on the air pipe. We can put the air pipe on, maybe clamp some of these. I've got some more clamps as well. I brought some more clamps, but I think they're a bit too big. I thought 6 centimeters too small. Nah, yeah, 6. So I've got 9 centimeters. They're huge. I'm gonna do with them. So might just see if I can swap a few bits around and go from there. It's been on the stands for far too long now, and I don't want the brakes to seize or anything like that. So we need to get it off, get it started, and see if we can do something. Can't take it anyway because the front bumper's not on. So let's see. Let's just go and go from there. Right. See you in a minute. And I'm tired, people. It's getting really dark and I'm tired. However, I think I'm nearly at a place where I might be able to give it a first crank. I might be at a place where I can give it the first crank. Now, this vacuum cable which connects to the boost solenoid is split. Now, I've got a 3-way boost solenoid with this cable that came with it, but you're not really meant to put the 3-way boost solenoid on until it's been mapped. So I might just use this 4mm cable which came with the boost solenoid and connect it to the old boost solenoid that snapped. And then I'm like, Kitty, what are you doing? Brushing up on my leg like that. What's up? And then connect it up and might be able to turn the first key. This needs a clamp on it, and sort the clamp on there. And then there is oil in there, isn't there? There is oil in here. Yes. But I know there's no coolant. So I need to make sure this coolant, there's some coolant in there, but it's dry. And I might be able to give it a first crank. Who knows? So I guess how many warning lights are going to come on? Let's go. Let's just see. The problem I have now is I was just sort of connecting this boost pipe solenoid, so which goes from there, which snapped, to this old one here, which I haven't got a joiner that's small enough. I brought some, but they're too small. There should be like a little T connection which goes onto that side. Can you see it on that actuator, which plugs into the wastegate, and then that side there. However, if you can see there, that is pressed right up against that pipe. Ain't nobody fitting a pipe on there. The end's exposed, but I can't push a pipe over it. It's not going to go. So I need to bend it somehow, or I should have put the pipe on before I put the turbo in. There's no way I'm going to get to that. I ain't taking it apart. So I wonder if I can bend that. Bend. All I'm saying is if I bend that, then that goes snap, then it's project over. So I need to somehow get a pipe onto that. Is it the wastegate pipe? So I might have to just call it a night for tonight, but at least we made progress with the induction kit and just secured the dump valve on there.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that I adore, and love is all that I can give to you.
What up, people? So it's the next day and we're back out again. And you know what we've got today? We've got a lucky dip bag. Let's see what's in the lucky dip bag today. Right, so we have some vacuum hose. Quite a lot of vacuum hose, because the vacuum hose on here keeps snapping. So we're going to put that over there for now. We've got some more vacuum hose. Yes, more vacuum hose. Let's just put that over here for now. Right, let's see what else is in the bag. Some cable ties. Let's just put that up there for now. And what else have we got? We have some metal drill bits. Yes, we do. £6.50. Gosh, you can tell I was desperate. Oh, you can tell I was desperate. Right, let's carry on. With lucky dip, eh? With lucky dip. But we got some needle nose pliers. I've been needing some of them. Let's put those over there with the rest of the stuff. Right, we're nearly there. Right, we've got one of them, so I think it needs to go over there, but I don't know how big that is or whether it's going to fit. I don't know if that's going to fit or not. I think it might be a bit too small. Let me have a look. Anyway, crack on. And we've got some smaller ones for this and for there, which should be the right fitment. And then what we've got is two of these to fit onto the intercooler when I drill it in. So hopefully with all those bits I can get it started. Let's go. Let's rock. So we're back on another day, and literally, because yesterday I had to go and help the missus with a few things, with a few bits and bobs, but literally we're here for another day. And okay, this is where we've got to yesterday. So like where we left off, we got the pipes on to the turbo wastegate, and the outlet for the 3-port boost get it right, Biggie. 3-port boost solenoid. Okay, so let me just get it and I'll show you what I mean. So let me just get this straight, and I'm sure the Anorax will correct me. This is a 3-port boost solenoid. Can you see it? The old one's got 2 ports, this has got 3 ports. Okay, so the old one, how that works is, do you see how I've got 2 separate pipes running from the wastegate, and I think it's at the outlet, I can't remember the name, sorry, I'm sure people will rip me for that, but usually there's a little T connection here which joins that and that together, and then inside there in the normal T connection would be a restrictor pill, and the smaller the restrictor pill the better the boost. I'm sure you can look online to give a better explanation than that, but that's the case, that's where we're at the moment. However, with a 3-port boost solenoid, this kind of opens the wastegate a little bit longer. This thing here tells the wastegate to open a little bit longer to get that little bit more boost. So how it works is, instead of this T connection connected to 1 port on here, on the old one, it's got 2 individual connectors. One goes to one goes to the other. The wastegate goes to one goes to the other, and then the other one goes to the manifold, which is kind of literally broken, which I'm going to repair in a second. So that's what it is. The problem I have is, when I ordered this connection, I ordered it for a classic, which it technically is a classic. However, this has open connectors, which I didn't know anything about boost solenoids when I ordered it. So, if in essence, you would have to cut the connection here, which I don't think it matters which one you connect to, because I think they both carry signal and power. Nevertheless, you would have to connect it, you would have to chop this cable off and connect it on, wire it on, which is what I don't want to do that. With the new age ones, you get a connection on the end. So what will happen is, we'll just unplug this. It'll just plug straight in there, and that's what I've ordered. So what I have to do now is wait for that connection to come in the post and then connect it onto here, which will connect to the wiring loom, rather than having to cut this off and then discard this surplus old 2-port boost solenoid with a 3-port boost solenoid. And that's what I'm going to do, but I can't do anything until that connection comes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pre-stage I'm going to pre-stage this 3-port boost solenoid ready for when the connection comes. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do on my lunch break. Let's go. Right, I haven't tailored this very good because I just want to keep a bit of slack just until I know it's all working correctly. But that's what I've done. So from the compressor to the boost solenoid, one from the wastegate to the solenoid, one from the output to the inlet. I think I've connected that right. Hopefully I've connected it right. Anyway, I've got to go back to work. I've only got a small lunch break and I'm late. So see you tomorrow. So the next day, somewhere after lunch and the afternoon, I got a bit happy and decided to turn the key on the car for the first time, just to see what would happen. I should have really done this on camera, but I didn't, and this happened. Where possibly could that oil leak be coming from? I've put the car back together again. Everything is ready to go. I just need to build the front end and it would be done. But now there's a massive oil leak. I don't know what to do. Will I ever get this car sorted? Find out in the next episode.